Hello, everybody. Welcome to our channel, right? So it's the Gout channel, and we're excited to launch this because we are very passionate about gout. We have a whole team. For those who don't know me, I am a physician, I'm a rheumatologist in the greater Seattle area. I help people with gout pain become pain-free. It's pretty simple, right? So excited to have you here. We're going to talk everything about gout, what's kind of the latest research, how to help patients, how we can get medications for free, how we can get medications at a discount, what's the difference between the medication, what can you do for yourself at home on Friday where you can't get in to see your rheumatologist, who are the specialists you should see. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to have multiple specialist interviews. We're going to talk to podiatrists. We're going to talk to other rheumatologist experts around the country. So welcome to our show. Today I'm going to talk about what is gout and what are the things that increase your risk for gout? And then 3 things that you can do at home when you have an acute attack. Okay, let's go for it. What is gout? Gout is a condition caused by high uric acid levels in the blood. It can be due to a genetic issue, so you're just kind of prone to it. Grandfather, parents had gout, siblings have gout, and so you know it runs in your family. It could be due to the fact that you have an underlying medical condition. Some conditions are increased cell turnover, or some conditions where you're losing a lot of weight can increase your risk for gout. Sometimes it's that your kidneys are not working as well, and so it doesn't allow you to excrete uric acid as you should. And then sometimes it's because you're on a medication. For instance, water pills are notorious for causing increased uric acid levels because it doesn't allow you to excrete uric acid. So uric acid causes gout because it's crystals, and these crystals tend to precipitate, and they really like to precipitate in cold areas. So cold areas include your feet. The further away you are from the heart, the colder it gets. And so that's why people are more likely to get gout crystals in the toe, right? So the typical story is you wake up in the middle of the night, you feel like somebody smashed your foot with a hammer, it goes away, they come back, smashed your foot with the hammer. Is that kind of 10 out of 10 pain that makes you hold your shoe when you're going to your doctor's office and not necessarily walk in your shoes, right? So we talked about just kind of the severity, the presentation. I mean, it can also present with lumps. Like people have so much gout tophi, then it can be in the elbows, lumps around the ears, lumps around your knees. Some people even have kidney stones. So we ask our patients, hey, if you had kidney stones, lumps around the elbows, toes, how frequent have you had this attack? Because some people may have like one attack every X, few years. And so maybe that patient should be treated differently from people who are having like repeated attacks, like 5 attacks a year, right? Because every time you have a gout attack, there's actually damage to the joints. So we've talked about what gout is. We talked about kind of what it feels like. We've talked about the things that predispose you to it. And then we'll talk about 3 things that you can do really easily. First of all, you want to avoid certain foods. I think we know that, beer is notorious. Wine is the least, spirits are in the middle. So beer is notorious cause of gout, so you don't want to be drinking beer. 2, shellfish. I live in the Pacific Northwest, and so having people avoid shellfish is usually kind of a cause for contention, right? The other thing that we want to avoid is, avoiding things that are kind of high very concentrated in protein. So organ meats, right? I'm from Nigeria originally, and so we like all the innards and all the liver, kidney, and all that stuff. So if you're not into it, don't start, right? So those are things that we know that precipitate gout, and we want to try to avoid those particularly. Hydration is so important. Cherries have been found, 10 cherries a day have been found to actually help increase excretion of uric acid. And then finally, there's all this gist about about aspirin, right? So you have to talk to your doctor. I had a patient ask me the other day, they said that, low dose aspirin can be a problem, high dose aspirin. I think that in the big scheme of things, your doctor may be putting you on aspirin for a particular reason. And so there is a thought that, if you're taking low dose aspirin, perhaps that may increase your risk, but really it is a very low risk that aspirin is presenting, and there may be more benefits of aspirin rather than risks. So this is kind of just a few things that we know can precipitate it, and then things that we can do to improve it. So we talked about hydration, avoiding certain medications, talking to your doctor if you're on certain medications that can precipitate your gout attack, avoiding shellfish and organ meats, avoiding beer, and then eating a lot of cherries and increasing hydration. So my name is Dr. Dada. Thank you for listening. Welcome to the Gout channel. We're excited. I think on Thursday we have a guest rheumatologist that's going to talk to us about more things gout. Take care, everybody. Welcome to the channel.